Hey there, everybody. Yep, it's the Shooting Guy here. Thank you very much for joining me today. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much. If you're just passing by, thank you for subscribing. Consider subscribing. What do we got? Yep, another knife. It's a cool and classy folder. Who's it made by? Have you seen this before, folks? That's it. Kershaw. Yep, designed by R.J. Martin, and they call it the Scrambler, and it is a pretty classy pocket knife. Drop point blade, kind of cool. Hollow ground, and it does breeze through things very nicely. I'm not a big hollow ground fan. I'm mostly a flat ground guy, but I gotta tell you, in using this thing a few times, this does perform quite nicely. Do you like the swedge at the top too? Kind of lightens up the load a little bit. Makes for a sexy looking knife. Let's get to the specs. The front side of the comfortable handle is textured G10. And it's got a titanium carbide, carbonitride, whatever they call it, coated bolster in this area right here. Really kind of nice. And the other side, all stainless steel, got the same kind of coating on it. Real nice and sturdy. The extended bolster here, you know, it does provide additional forefinger protection and ensures the knife is firm in your hand when you're using it. I like it. Good grip. It has speed safe to assist in opening. Look at this. Ambidextrous flipper. Look at that. Nice and demanding open. And if we close this baby down, ambidextrous, what does that mean? I can do it left-handed too. Very easy. Right or left-handed. I like it. They've decided to use a frame lock, which is rather nice, and it is very secure. Locks down nice and tight. No shake, no wiggle, no nothing. Kershaw, you did a great job with this thing. And thank you, R.J. Martin, for your wonderful design. Nice pocket clip. It is stainless steel and reversible. You can stick it on this side. Always tip up, whether it's on the... This one's actually designed for the left-hand side. That's the part it's on. If I put it over here, you can go right-hand. I guess you can wear it either way, but just because of the contour here, this tells me this is right hand, tip up. This is left hand, tip up. But you can wear it the other way if you like. Blade length, 3.5 inches. Closed length, 4.4 inches. Overall length, well, you do the math, 7.9 inches. The weight, 5.2 ounces. Not bad. A little heavy, not bad. According to the specs at Kershaw, it's an all stainless steel knife. That may explain a little bit of its weight, but my heavens, it's going to be very durable, very strong knife, and that explains the lockup and all of that. It's just almost like a fixed blade knife. The stainless steel slabs, well, it's actually stainless steel side over here, and then there's a bolster slab that goes on top of a stainless steel frame. And with this G10 back here is a nice little package. Durable, comfortable, pretty grippy, and formidable. It's got some weight to it, but that's okay. I like it. A couple of nice things about this. It's got this nylon, polymer nylon kind of spacer inside of there, and it's got some, you know, detail work, which is pretty cool actually. They went for aesthetics, but the fact that it's nylon and it is carved out a little bit, it lightens the load. So they were trying to pay some attention to the lightness. Let's get to the pros. Yep, speed safe. Very speedy, very safe, very nice. I like that in Kershaw. You know, they came out with that speed safe design and it served them well. So I definitely say that's a pro, because you can get this thing open one-handed very, very quickly. You can also close it one-handed very, very quickly too. It's a little stiff when closing, right about there, boom, but then it goes down and it stays down, and it does not want to pull out. Now if I yank on it, yeah, it'll come out, but it's going to take a lot. So it does work well. It stays closed when it's supposed to, and it opens with ease. Is it sharp? Yep. Take a look at how we're cutting this thing up right now, and never fails. Stays sharp, really good. As all knives nowadays do, nice little lanyard hole, works well. And in your hand, it does reveal the tail end of that knife, so in case you need to use it in a fashion to pound down on something, it can work quite well. Ouch. Steel, we didn't talk about that earlier, but it is 8CR13 MOV, and it's very nice steel for the money, and it keeps the cost down, easy to sharpen, keeps a good edge for a reasonable amount of time. It's got this titanium carbonitride coating, which keeps it protected. It's it's a carbon steel, so it's going to need that protection. And it also makes it very slippery, so when cutting through things it doesn't get hung up. So that's nice. I like it. It's durable. It stayed on. Didn't go anywhere as we used it quite a bit. Feels really good in my hand, let me tell you. Here's there's really no jimping at the top. I would say that's probably a missed feature. However, it is ramped, if you notice. And if I get a good grip on this thing, right there, it stays pretty secure. It's not going anywhere. So the ramp does make up for that jimping. I suppose if you wanted to customize this, you could take this into your grinder and or put a file to it, put some notches in it, or just put some traction tape if you really must have something. But I haven't found that I needed to do that. It hasn't been a problem. I do like the fact that it's got this finger groove right here. It does help, and it keeps your fingers out of the blade, which is very, very important, especially when you're thrusting and you're jabbing down into things. It works well. It is kind of a sloped down drop point thing, and so you can get into this kind of action where you can get your fingers on there, and it's very comfortable, so you can do some intricate work with that tip. Tip is pretty nice. It's a delicate tip because it's thin at the top here. It angles down nice and sharp this way, and kind of a compound tip, right? So it's a very delicate tip, but it's also pretty durable. I was surprised. Woo. Use it in kind of an abusive manner. It works out pretty well. It does feel good. The cons. I only have one. It feels a little heavy. It's 5.2 ounces, which on paper doesn't seem to be too heavy. It is a bit heavier than, say, this knife, which I carry every day. This has been my EDC for a number of years actually. And I thought this was on the heavy side. This is actually quite a bit lighter than this guy. However, its sexiness and its classy look does kind of make up for the fact that it's weight. Although if weight is a factor, you'd want something a little lighter like this, not this. But I just like carrying it around. It's a nice looking knife, nice feeling knife, very practical knife, and I can see this in an EDC, no problem whatsoever. So only a little con, okay? There it is. That's what we got for you today. It's the Kershaw R.J. Martin design Scrambler, and it's also known as the 3890. Good knife. If you find yourself one, pick it up. Is it a collectible? I think so. Nice looking, little heavy, but all stainless steel body, and nicely coated with a little bit of G10 on the handle. It's a classy knife. It is a classy knife. I'm ready to go. Hope you had a good time. Thanks for joining me. Catch us next time on The Shooting Guy. We look forward to seeing you. God bless you. God bless America. May America bless God. The pros. Okay, no, I just did the pros. Let's do the cons.